Good morning. We're back to the ocean. I believe we have officially started the end game. We're at 26 hours. But we've got some plants to collect and a rocket to build. Good morning, Bingo Bard. But I'm pretty sure that's it. We're just gonna do those things and we'll be leaving. Might go a little long today to try to get to the finish. While I'm thinking about it,
welcome aboard, Captain.
what is the first part for the rocket? Alright, 2 titanium ingots. I'm gonna need to go to my Cyclops to get those. For sure. I have plenty of food and water. That's good. What does it take to make a computer chip? Gold. Do I have gold? I actually don't. Aha! I do have gold. 2 table coral? Hold on. Computer chip done. Ooh, computer chip done. And then not lithium, but lead. And then it's 2 titanium ingots. I don't have the space. You know, it hadn't occurred to me, Seahawk, that a perfectly fine way to deal with this would be to just colonize it. I never bothered building a nuclear reactor either, because I didn't find the last of the pieces. Okay. I kind of want to get this first part built. I have an inventory space issue, mostly because I'm holding a bunch of food and water. Let's clear out. None of that is salt. Is this where I'm keeping salt? This is where I'm keeping salt. Put the salt away. I need to hold on to the lead. And then let's go look for scrap metal. Perfect. Stalkers have been collecting my cameras. Apparently I need oxygen again, so whatever was happening at the end of the last stream is fixed. mean, in theory, I'm going to be fixing those problems, Bingo Bard. In theory. Not scanner. Do I make it from the vehicle bay? I don't actually know what I build the platform from. It might be the vehicle bay, which is going to be out where I built my Cyclops, which I'm not gonna remember where that is at all. Just at all. So I had to go out to do that. So I might just need to build another one. Whale. Big whale. The big whale has surfaced. Is that my mobile vehicle bay? I found it. Yes, I did need deeper water. That's why I wasn't quite sure where it was. Found it now. Going here-ish. Completely arbitrary. Okay. Alright, I need a plasteel ingot, copper wire, and a lubricant. Some of those are a lot easier than others. What do I need to make a plasteel ingot? I can't remember. Another titanium ingot and 2 lithium. Okay, this actually seems really simple. Alright, all this metal salvage is down in a cave somewhere. Where's the metal salvage on the surface? Here we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's 2 lithium. Okay, so make the ingot, turn it into plasteel. Then I just need some copper. I think I need 1 more to make a wire. Yeah. Okay. Copper is in, I believe, limestone? I'm gonna double check that. Yep. Beacon for where my rocket platform is. Nice. I'm sure there's going to be several steps here, and we still have to work on getting the plant life together, but there's our copper. My hope is the amount of time between, like, discovering what you need for the end and actually ending is relatively short. Like, a terrible thing would be, like, if it asks for 10 titanium ingots, because that's just get 100 things of titanium, which is not hard to do, it would just take time, you know? So we'll see how it does with that. Pretty cool. Ooh. Oh, I did not make it to the water.
Yeah.
Oh well. Apparently, I can survive. Alright. I'm going to need another plasteel ingot. Nickel aerogel and a wiring kit. I am going to go to the Cyclops and get my sea moth. I think that'll be the easiest way to go back and forth. Can't do a running shot with flippers on, you know? I had been here long enough, I had hoped that maybe... Also, like, the designers know that looks like a giant diving platform, right? It's a bit of a shame that you can't dive into the water from it. Or if you can, it's not easier. The trick is going to be, can I swim deep enough to get to my sea moth before I run out of air? But in this, we shall endeavor. Alright, 400 meters swimming straight down. This feels like a real stretch. If I had my little portable propeller unit, I wouldn't be so concerned about it.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
We seem to be doing okay. Efficient rebreather technology.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Yeah, the sea glider.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let us check the Cyclops for materials.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I'll definitely take the copper because I don't have as much of that. I need to make an aerogel, so I'll want the gel sacks. Let's grab the kyanite. All the stuff that would be really annoying to get right now. I'm gonna need more aerogel. I need rubies. Rubies I can get down here. Okay. Let's go. I can turn off the volcanic chamber beacon. Smack, smack. I'm willing to bet this scanner can show me more rubies.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And gel sacks. But rubies first. Oh, hey. Gel sack right here. How much per aerogel? It's a 1-to-1? Oh, okay, I don't even need extra gel sacks. Scanner has not yet found more rubies. Oh, they're that way. I'm incorrect. Let's get these. Bingo Bar, didn't there used to be like a Stargate spinoff called Seagate? Am I wrong about that? I feel like I've made that up. But that also feels like a real thing. Get one more ruby. Just in case. I'm gonna need nickel. Let's see if we can use our second base to find some nickel too. I have a feeling it's closer to here than my main base. I would suggest that you're not going to find a whole lot of shows based underwater because filming underwater is a giant pain in the butt. Even animating for underwater effects is a huge pain in the butt. Alright. Is nickel found in shale? No. It's just found on its own? That doesn't sound right. It must be. Okay. Where do I find nickel ore then? It's not anywhere around here. Little upsetting that I have all the geological data and it can't tell me where to actually find nickel. That's like the one thing I need it to do. Let's dock. We'll make extra aerogel. I need a wiring kit, which requires 2 silver. That I'm pretty sure I've got without too much of an issue. Okay. Food eated. Where do I find nickel? Do I happen to have any? It feels like a no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy enough to get the titanium here. Okay. Take this. Let's go back to base 1 and see if there's any nickel there.
All systems online. Drinking lots of coffee this morning. Limestone chunks! We're back in the range of this scanner. Makes me wonder if I should have gotten the range extenders from the other scanner and brought them back.
try to find nickel. It's fine either way. I'm sure we'll be alright. We'll sort this out. Okay. Get inside.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Turn off the scan for limestone so that I can actually see. Not in this range either. Which I'm not really surprised by. I just don't actually know where to get it. This is empty. This has lithium. We'll need the 2 silver. Okay. We've got conundrums. In the interest of trying to finish this game today, I am going to just look up where nickel is supposed to be, because in spite of having it and all of the information about it, the game won't tell me where I've seen it before. Okay. Alright, it is back by the second base. It's just deeper. It's just outside the scan range. Let's empty you as best we can here. I can't drop them while standing here. Alright. Put the ion cubes away. Let's go get us some nickel ore. Ah! Get inside. We are bringing the prawn in case we need to drill for it. Recently watched the Disney Atlantis movie, and by recently I mean within the last couple of years. It's part of my wife and I's attempt to just rewatch a bunch of old Disney movies, see what holds up, see if there's something that we like better now that we're adults, see if there's things that we liked as kids and we like even more as adults, that kind of stuff. Atlantis felt like Treasure Planet a lot, and that, like, on the surface there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. But yeah, Bingo Bard, it's not good enough that you, like, remember it. It doesn't stick with you. There just actually isn't enough going on to make it worthwhile. for more ocean things, I would recommend Moana. Moana's good. Moana rocks. And we're getting a sequel at some point, so that's exciting. There are probably still too many sequels in Hollywood for that to be a truly good thing, but I just want good movies. I don't actually care if they're sequels or not. Come on. Get up and over. I have a feeling it's going to be tricky to see the nickel, but we'll just try to keep our eyes out. We should find some either in this area or in the lava zone. Silver. Dang it. You know what, let's grab a little silver anyway, just in case we need another wiring kit. One more. There we go. Got some silver in case we need another wiring kit. Or two. It's lithium.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
We found one nickel.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency.
I forgot, since I replaced both of the arms on this thing, I can't actually use it to just pick stuff up. Ghostweed seed. Second plant acquired. Wasn't even looking for it. Sandstone. That is sulfur. Go away. I will drill you. This is a bunch of titanium. Sulfur. It's more limestone. I feel like I should have encountered more by now. More titanium. Shell. That's copper. More titanium. Hey, wait, what's this rock? It's more silver. Dang it! I got all worked up, too. Here's where the deep mushrooms are. Did I scan this thing? I don't know if I've actually seen this tree before. It's pretty. All the ghost rays.
Seek fluid intake.
You seek fluid intake.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Giant Cove Tree. Vast tree encountered in a deep cove, and the only one of its kind encountered on the planet. The tree is surrounded by rays grazing on its pink outer leaves. A hard, fast-growing bark covers the outside of the tree. Minuscule organisms inhabit the notches in the surface. Ghost Leviathan eggs. Wrapped around a number of maturing eggs belonging to the species designated Ghost Leviathan. It appears to be an ancient nesting ground. Cool.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Very pretty. Looks like gold. Yeah. Lithium. Or Urnite. It's magnetite. Much more lithium. That's titanium, right? Yeah. Second piece of nickel. One more. There's one more like that. I think that's it. There we go. 3 nickel. Hopefully we won't need more than that to construct the rest of this rocket. Go away. I can't help but feel like this is making for a weak stream, but I'm not sure there's much to talk about at this point, which is sort of why I was bringing up the amount of time between discovering what you need for the end and the ending needing to be short. Like, at this point, with the tools that I have and the information that I have, the game is effectively over, right? Just gotta go get the stuff. But nothing's a danger to me. No part of this is a skill. Is that nickel? Hold on. Oh no, that's silver. Okay. It's like, if there was a giant rock of nickel I passed, I was gonna be upset. So yeah, at this point, it's just sort of a matter of time. Which is okay, I suppose. The cure is going to be given to me by the Emperor as soon as I collect all the plants. The Emperor is the key to that. There's nothing else to solve. I will admit, I'm a little bit disappointed in that, because when I found out that there's a alien disease. Yes, once I'm cured, the cannon, I'm going to go to the cannon to give it a blood sample, and when it can see that I'm not infected, that will shut it off. That's how it operates. We know this because it's taken a sample of me before. And it said, nope, you're totally infected. That's how we found out we're infected. Because we stuck our hand in a machine that we didn't understand. It took a blood sample and told us we're infected. And so it won't lift the quarantine. So all we have to do is get cured. And we can do that. And the cure is going to be given to us from the Emperor Leviathan. Which is a cool creature. That is a cool creature. It's a cool character. I like the way it talks to us. That's all cool. But I was a little bit hoping that we were going to have to do, like, actual medical research of some kind. Like, I get it's a video game and it's an alien disease, but gathering the materials necessary to build a cure and another to build a vaccine would actually be a really interesting challenge. Could have involved some experimentation, especially since there are alien eggs, and eggs are used in vaccine manufacture. So I felt like that side of things was going to be really cool, using an alien research facility, coming to understand what all of the tools are, running some experiments. But I guess this is still just my overall problem with the game. I'm not really exploring. I'm being taken on a tour. It's just once you've seen enough of the cool stuff they built, they just sort of give it to you, you know? I'm actually going to take this all the way back. I don't need the Cyclops. Like, I love a tour in real life, don't get me wrong. Seeing a bunch of cool stuff is very cool. It's just not gameplay. Or at the very least, it's different than I was hoping it would be. I don't know if my expectations were misaligned or whatever. But I feel like overall, what I wanted, what I expected, and what I got out of this weren't quite the same thing. I have been brought breakfast. Love a good breakfast fairy. Some days I don't have breakfast at all, but my wife has made delicious banana bread.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Let's go build this next part. Oh, we're having an eclipse. That part's cool. Good morning, Night Owl. Very cool. The fuel reserve. Gonna need 4 kyanite. I don't know that I have enough of that. Another plasteel ingot. 2 ion power cells. I have 2 kyanite. Okay. 2 sulfur on me, but there should be more sulfur for sure. What do I need for a power cell? Need ion batteries. Those are easy. And a silicon rubber. Okay, I should be able to make these just fine. Mm-hmm. 2 gold. 2 silver.
Seek fluid intake.
And then the silicone rubber is made out of a seed cluster. Easy. Those are cameras. And I was like, and more metal salvage. Not yet. I'm going to need to make a whole second one of these too. Power cells. Ion power cell. Okay. 2 gold, 1 silver. I'm gonna need another silver. Passed by a whole bunch of silver. Ah, okay, good. I did bring silver. All right, good. So glad I grabbed it. All right, battery. Power cell. All right, good. We need a bunch more titanium again. Do I have more sulfur anywhere? Get 3 metal salvage. I need crystalline sulfur, not cave sulfur. No. Okay. I need to go back for cave sulfur. Or the crystalline sulfur. Obnoxious. Let's go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Let's get more water out of this. Food, water. We need kyanite and crystal sulfur. I'm gonna need the prawn for the kyanite. Okay. We're taking the prawn back. Let's go. Ooh. Not storage. Go inside. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Kyanite, we do have to go to the lava. Well, I appreciate that, but there isn't a reason for me to know what I will need, and gathering extra materials would just actually waste even more time. And the Cyclops is currently marking my entrance towards the Degassi habitat, which lets me get towards the lava. So the Cyclops is actually functioning as a beacon. Driving the Cyclops back and forth sounds like a giant waste of time and a way to crash my Cyclops. It's too good to be used. But I appreciate the thought. I can't decide how I feel about them giving me the, what is this over here? Is that an egg? That's an egg. I can't decide how I feel about them giving me the Neptune shuttle blueprints in parts. On the one hand, if they had given me all of the blueprints right up front, I would have gathered all of the resources at once before really building any of it, which would just be a real bad rhythm for how it would feel going through this. On the other hand, not knowing what I'm going to need means I just have to go back and forth. Why would I want more than one Cyclops? That's like, all of those just take more time and resources. Why would I do that? By giving things to me in stages, I'm needing to go back and forth, which is also just sort of taking up my time. I don't hate the idea of needing to get every resource like twice. First to build the technology to continue to expand, and a second time to actually get out of here. Like, on some level, that makes sense to me to prove that I've actually mastered the environment, that I know where things are. On the other hand, because no part of this is actually challenging, once you get to the things, there isn't a gameplay challenge to doing this more. Those are not one of the plants I need. Because like, I am not scared of these fish. If this fish were to attack me really aggressively right now, it's not a threat to me or the prawn. I will just leave and get out and repair it.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I have never scanned crystalline sulfur.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency.
There, now we've scanned it. I believe it's through here to the lava cave. You know, I have a beacon for the entrance to the lava cave. I could just turn that on. I should just do that. Beacon for volcanic chamber. That was very mean. I was gonna say, now I'm gonna die, he's gonna teleport me. I was very mean. I was very mean and obnoxious. Whatever, we just go back. I'm gonna need the sea moth now. Cyclops to get to entrance. And I guess that's actually a really good example. That was maximum failure. I just died, but it doesn't really matter, and there wasn't a skill issue. That was just the fish decided to ruin my day. Was there something to be done about that? And by ruin my day, I mean waste 3 minutes. Where if you take like an opposite example of like a really hard Mario jump, that's it, dying to a really hard Mario jump and needing to start the level over, that's something I did, and I could have done better at it, and then I wouldn't have the time loss. It's just those kinds of things. That's what I keep coming back to when it comes to this game. Those kinds of things, those kinds of game design decisions around it, where I feel like I'm not sure my specific actions matter. My choices feel arbitrary where I have choices at all. Alright, let's get back to the prawn. Let's go drill some kyanite. was more cave sulfur. I technically need to pick up one more cave sulfur while I'm around here somewhere. I do think we're going to finish this today, though. There shouldn't be an issue with that. We might end up going a little long on the stream, but we're going to get this all done. Almost at the crush depth for my sea moth.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Passing 200
Okay.
meters.
Back on
Oxygen
track.
efficiency greatly decreased.
No, I don't think it's optimistic at all. I've already got 2 of the 5 plants that I need, and collecting the materials to get the rocket going is just a matter of going to places I've already been. There are no new challenges at this point. Gold. Kyanite. I've still got 45 minutes. There. I'll just drill the whole thing. There, now I've gathered quite a bit more kyanite. God, that's so much kyanite. I've gotten so much more kyanite than I should theoretically need. So if the next stage of the rocket requires more, I've got it. Is that more nickel? We'll grab some of that too. I've got inventory space. We'll get more titanium on the way out, for sure. that we just need a whole bunch of. What? None of this is sulfur. Okay. Go back to the toxic river looking stuff. Get our last sulfur. That's the gold. Yep. More gold. Whole bunch of gold here. It's interesting. Like, this is a completely uninformed decision I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drill some extra gold, because maybe. I don't know. I guess that's how I'm feeling right now. Big Bart, if I don't finish in this stream, it's just because of how arbitrarily long it takes to finish the game. I'm not making meaningful decisions here. I don't know if that makes sense, but... And while that it's definitely reductive to say this, I would suggest that that is a solid definition for what gameplay is. Copper. Gameplay is a series of meaningful decisions. You know, if what you're doing is just what you have to do, if it's the only thing to do, it's the optimum correct thing to do, that's not a decision, that's a math problem. And if you're doing things without knowing whether or not you should at all, without a guess, that's just arbitrary. That's randomness. Like, neither of those are meaningful decisions. And that's how I feel about where I am right now. I am either going to the place to get the thing that I need because it told me I need the thing and that's where the thing is, which isn't a decision. Or I'm gathering stuff as a just in case because the game might be mean for no reason, which is also not a decision. We're just gonna leave the seam off here. Looking for more crystalline sulfur. Get all the way back to the second base. Now that I've scanned the sulfur, I should be able to use the scanner there to find more. With all of its range extensions, it should be close enough to some to find some. See, I would disagree with that in this case, Seahawk. There isn't anything new or interesting for me to do, and like, that's just getting back to what this game is best at, is having cool space things to look at. They made a solid alien world, at which point I don't know why it's a game. Like, the tree was cool, but also I didn't make a decision to go find that tree. and it didn't meaningfully change my gameplay at all. The fact that it had resources there was irrelevant. I was already looking for those resources. Okay. That won't let me pick it up. Okay, we're gonna take a little damage. Ta-da! Cool alien world. I feel like that's what I keep going back to. It's a cool alien world that they built. I don't know, it reminds me a lot of like the indie RPG scene. There are I think yesterday was Free RPG Day. I might be wrong about that. We very recently had a Free RPG Day. And so it's very common to find indie developers who have been working on some game design for a tabletop RPG, and you can get demos and try them out, and sometimes they're pretty fun. But a lot of the times, the game design isn't up to snuff. What they've done is they've built a world. They've created some fun alien species they think would be cool. It's a lot of aesthetic design, it's art, it's visuals, but the gameplay's not there. Bingo Bard, why would I build a garden? I'm not actually on an alien world. I can't smell these roses. Like, does that make sense? I'm not actually experiencing this in a realistic, tactile manner. That's not what's happening. I'm watching a video game character do it. There isn't a reason for me to build meaningful relationships out of this. It hasn't cracked. I don't need to grow food. There's food everywhere. The food swims up to you. It hasn't cracked through the suspension of disbelief to the point where I feel like I should care about any of this. The way, say, Leliana does in Dragon Age Origins. A well-written character can make you go, okay, I care about this person because they're expressing human emotions and showing me parts of myself. Like, there's no emotion to any of this. Like, the peace and serenity and sense of accomplishment that would come from growing a garden in this fake world is far less than what would be to growing an actual garden in my real space. Or even having a chia pet. I'd achieve the same emotional state there. Which is in stark contrast with something like Stardew Valley, where the farming leads to other accomplishments. Where you're talking about starting a garden for its own sake, which here would have no real consequences, and again, it hasn't like broken an emotional barrier to where I'm experiencing an art. I am aware that the coconuts or whatever are made of ones and zeros. It is wild to me to suggest that in a game with explicit objectives, especially, that focusing on the objectives too much hurts things. That's bad game design, then. That if the goal isn't to have objectives, there shouldn't be any, or they shouldn't be encouraged, or other things like that. That something like Mountain or Flower or Gone Home, all the Metal Savage, are low on objective as well, your walking simulators, your art games, those sorts of pieces, they could be low on objective, but they don't drive you towards them on purpose. Here, I have been specifically guided through the radio to explore as much of this world as possible till it's done.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I need the kyanite out of this. Open storage. Take the kyanite. Let me turn off the scanner. That's too much user interface. Eat food. Drink water. I will need titanium, which I also drilled a bunch of. This will all clear out eventually here. There it is. And then 2 more lithium. Okay. Right, and I'm going towards that endpoint, Bingo Bar. You're the one who just told me I'm focusing too much on the objective. You need to now provide a justification for why I wouldn't just be going to make as much of the stuff to escape as possible. That's your suggestion. I guess my point, Bingo Bard, is exploring isn't gameplay. It can be fun, but it's not gameplay. Oh, we can go inside! We have storage. I'm curious if that has a gameplay feature or not. Seriously, the urge to just jump off this platform every time. Okay. What is my next step? Cockpit. Okay, I need a Cyclops shield generator. I honestly don't know if I've ever built one for the Cyclops that I do have. Maybe? In which case I could just rip it out. Another plasteel ingot. An ammo glass should be easy, and another computer chip. Okay. I guess I gotta check my Cyclops to see if it has a shield generator in it for me to steal. What would it take to just build another one? Power cell, polyaniline, and an advanced wiring kit. But I'm pretty sure I need to build it in the Cyclops anyway. How do you get polyaniline? I can't remember. Hydrochloric acid and gold. I don't think I have any of those. Hydrochloric acid is deep shrooms and salt. Ugh. It's a bunch of steps. I sincerely hope I have already built a shield generator. Yes. I can't decide. So I'm not going to be able to just swim to get to my Seamoth. Guess I'm taking the prawn again. We're just going to keep hopping back and forth around in the prawn. Come on. I should empty your storage. Dump all my extra things. Okay, food, water, go collect more water. Get our health kit out of here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I guess what I'm just feeling is I haven't made a decision all stream. I've been playing for 90 minutes and I don't know when the last time I made an actual decision. That's what I'm feeling. I don't mean to be super down on things. There are definitely much, much worse games. They have built a cool alien world that is fun to see. I'm just not sure it was worth spending over 20 hours in it. Where, again, if you look at something like Stardew Valley, when do you plant corn? How much do you plant? What do you do with it once you get it? How much corn do you turn into oil? How much do you sell right away? How much do you give away as gifts? What do you keep to cook with? Those are all decisions based on what your goals are at the time. Here, I'm heading to the Cyclops because either I have a shield generator in it already, or this is going to be how I get, how I build a new one. Yeah, I do not. Well, that's the prawns upgrade. Where's the... for the Cyclops? That's the fabricator. Where do we actually put the upgrades? It's color. Where do we stick the upgrades into the Cyclops? Here. Shield generator. Cool. Don't need to build one. Perfect. Now I go leave. Okay, deciding to build the ship first and the cure second isn't a decision. It's arbitrary. I could do the cure first and then the ship second, and none of that actually changes the gameplay that I do. It has no implications on everything else that I do. Building the ship first doesn't change how I'm going to have to build the cure. Building the cure first doesn't change how I'm going to have to build the ship. Again, compare that to when and how much corn you plant has implications on what you can do and will do next, because it'll determine how much money you have, what other resources you have, what you can cook with, the gifts you make. Like, that's dynamic. This is just a list of things to do. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to explain. Going to get my shield generator now or going to get it later is entirely arbitrary. It's not actually a decision. It's not meaningful. I would still have to make the stupid dumb walk back to the Cyclops, which that's the last decision I feel like I made, is I decided that the Cyclops was too difficult to pilot and wasn't worth it, so I placed it somewhere useful to me so I wouldn't have to move it ever again. That's the last decision I made. I didn't need to decide that, but that's what I did. Alright, now I need a bunch of titanium. And where is quartz? 2 quartz. Stalker tooth? Stalker tooth. Glass. Enameled glass. Gold and a copper wire. Copper. I'm gonna be out of copper, aren't I? Haha, we got copper. Alright, so that makes a copper wire. I've got a gold. I just need to get the table coral, which is right outside somewhere. And now we go collect a bunch more titanium again, because we're going to do that for every step. No matter what. Okay. Go make the titanium, and then grab more lithium to make the plasteel, to make the cockpit. At which point, probably done building the ship. We'll see. Might need additional fuel boosters or something. And we'll go get all the plant bits. Okay, cockpit.
Neptune 1 rocket online.
Cool. Where is there... yellow stripe? Cool. We've made a rocket. Turn off that blueprint. Let's turn off this scanner. Eat. Drink water. Alright. Gotta get the rest of these plants.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
The plants that I need a bulb bush, a fungal sample, and an eye stalk seed. I have a guess about how to acquire these. From here. I don't know if I remember enough how to navigate back. Shouldn't be a problem, right? It's probably not a problem. Do I go get the Cyclops now? Is that finally when I do it? My plan is to go back to the station that has the Sea Emperor in it, and it's got all those teleporters. I'm willing to bet I can use those to get all of the plants I need. That is my guess. there a beacon? Hold on. Sunk to the ocean bed. The Aurora Rendezvous Point. That's the dry land we were supposed to get to. No, that's not what I need. I need the location where I was going to get picked up. I don't actually have a beacon for it. I navigated there last time, but I can't remember what that navigation was, but then I think it's that direction. So we're just gonna head that way. This feels arbitrary, but I'm pretty sure I can do that. Then of course I'll need to come back so I can actually fabricate the enzyme. You know what I haven't done in a while and I probably should do is save the game, because I would hate to lose all the time that I've spent so far for something stupid, so let's just do that. Save. Oh good, I did make it. I thought it was going to be further away, but I guess not. Come on. Okay. The Emperor is here. How do I get back out? There's totally a way to do it. I just don't remember what it is. Haha. Back on up out of this chamber. We've got, what, 6? 4. There's 4 teleporters. Right, I'm not underwater. I'm sitting here like, why can't I jump? I'm not underwater. Okay, let's walk. Let's see what is over here. Now I'm underwater. Any plants? Any worthwhile, meaningful plants? Look, mushroom forest. I need a fungal sample?
Passing 100 meters.
What's this?
Oxygen efficiency
Fungal sample. Beautiful. So like there's 4 teleporter. Where's my way back? There's 4 teleporters and 5 plants, and one of the plants was in with the Sea Emperor. Oh, now the trick is finding my way back. In here? Yes. So anyway, one with the Sea Emperor, 4 teleporters, that's 5 plants. Okay. Just need eye stalk seed and over the big bubble plant.
Passing 200
Bubble plant.
meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Alright, now I just need eye stalk seeds.
Aboard, Captain.
Two teleporters to go. 1 plant to find. Bunch of pink mushrooms. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Ice stocks. Apparently it's nighttime. Hey, that looks like an ice stock. Done. Cool. I turned off my beacon for home base. I guess the Neptune one is close enough. Let's go make these enzymes. Spooky noises. Bunch of whales and things. Almost there. All right. Home base. Plug the prawn into charge. While I go make the enzyme.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Happy to be aboard. Hatching enzymes. We have all the nutrients of the plants that would signal to the eggs that it's a good biome to hatch in, so they will actually hatch. We should be able to just spread this in the water around the eggs, and they'll hatch, and then the babies will be free. Northish. Sea Emperor should help me with the disease, because that's the thing I want, and it's going to give it to me willingly because I am helping it. That was at least its statement before. It'd be really cool, actually. It would shock me if, like, the Sea Emperor's like, and now you'll be the food for my babies. But I don't think this game is going to do that. It's trying to go for a point here. I don't know that it quite achieves its living symbiotically with the world around you type goals. It's close. It's not terrible. It does okay. This is at least a build and expand game that avoids colonialism issues. Which is something that most games where you collect resources and build a base do not avoid. So I will absolutely give it credit for that. Lots of empty dark space. Ugh. No, I'm close, but I'm not exactly sure where. Let the jump jet recharge. I don't quite get to 150 meters. We'll find where we're gonna go. Hi. Do you mind? Alright, if that's base. I do have to be a little careful because if I go too far in one direction, I do effectively leave the map and it will just kill me to reset. This is what I get for not using beacons to mark things. Follow the land. Here we go. Was that really necessary? Yeah. He doesn't like me in his territory.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That could be Altera wreckage, which means it's that way. Okay. am slightly curious. What are the odds I could find my way to the teleporter in the mushroom forest? Because it's in a crevice. That's what I was. Seahawk, you and I had the exact same thought. I'm like, there's a crevice underwater here that has a teleporter to get back. I'm not sure it's going to matter that much. See, here's the island. There's the big angry guy. Don't mind me. I'm wee innocent sea explorer. He's coming for me. Excuse me, I'm busy. And teleporter.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Ta-da!
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seas to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell.
Okay. I'll good. I guess we leave. Concentrated enzyme 42. There's a whole bunch of it around.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
Let's go turn off the cannon. Gotta climb all the way up this thing. I think. Is it down here? No, this is a teleporter. Okay, all the way up. Let's go all the way up to give it a blood sample. In theory, the young should leave enough enzyme 42 as they go around and spread it and cure everything of the disease. Or at least anything near them. We have shut down the cannon facility. Quarantine lifted. Let's go home. Hello, Anarsti. Just in time, we're about to leave. What is something that I could have done but never did, Bingo Bard, that you are aware of? I know that there are plenty of blueprints that I didn't find all of the pieces of. But, yeah, they weren't necessary. Like, I never developed nuclear power, but that's also okay. You're right, I never collected a single egg. I didn't build an aquarium, I didn't raise any fish. Okay, let's... But that's what the scanner rooms are for. I mean, that's cool and all.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I kind of doubt that I'm gonna need food and water, but I'm gonna grab some anyway. Paper. Paper. There. I have enough food and water to last like 3 days, maybe. If it asks me to do any more than this at this point, the game is just very bad. Because all of the puzzles are solved. Okay.
Life support systems online.
Oh, I can prepare a time capsule to leave for other players. Let's boot up the computer.
Primary computer systems active.
I need to turn on everything else, so let's go do that.
Pressurizing hydraulics. Communications systems array active.
I do not plan on building a time capsule, no, Bingo Bard.
Auxiliary power unit online. All systems are go for liftoff.
It's a wonderful morning to leave.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time capsule jettisoned. Caution, approaching orbital debris field. Orbital debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver. Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate. Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
And that's the game. Well, I'm glad that I've finished it finally, so I feel like I have complete thoughts on it. But I don't think my opinion has dramatically changed. That, on a whole, I think you could replace this with a cool video or screensaver or something, and it'd be honestly better. It would be better at being one of those than it would be at being a game. It is a cool alien world, and I know, like, I recognize I'm probably just the wrong person for this. There are absolutely people who deeply love this and its expansion, sequel, whichever. But I come away from this feeling like there wasn't enough game in this game for me. Not that I need, like, twitchy constant action or whatever. RPG type stuff is fine. I love a walking simulator. Huge accomplishment. Glad they launched it. I guess that's something to keep in mind. Making a video game is literally impossible. So I do want to applaud them for finishing it. But who knows? Maybe with lessons learned from here, they can make something even better later. Alright, that was Subnautica. Thank you all for joining me. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I haven't yet finished Pathologic 1. But we might have a couple of smaller streams.
To all terror. Permission to land will be granted once you have settled your outstanding balance of 1 trillion credits.
I think we might do some shorter one-off things for a little bit. We'll see. But with that, thank you all so much for joining me. You all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye.